Engrafo is a tool that documents your data warehouse and your use of business intelligence throughout your organization. In the last video, I showed you how you can use the Engrafo system to create a data catalog using the data menu. In this video, I'll show you an example on how you can document your business intelligence using your organization. I'll do that by documenting two simple SQL jobs. And I'll go into this menu item and I'll create a new documentation. So I want to have my documentation in a category called data marts. I designed the categories myself, so you can do that as you want to. And I also designed a template for SQL documentation. In this way, everybody is documenting SQL documentation in the same way. And I'll call this one step 1. And you can see it's a fairly simple template. I only have 3 units here, and I want to upload my SQL flow. So I'll create this unit and I'll choose my SQL code. This is step 1, and I'll upload this. And what's happening now is that the Engrafo system is analyzing the SQL code. So it'll give you a flowchart in a high-level manner here, showing you what's going on in the SQL code. It's fairly simple, 3 tables in and 1 out. And then I can also put in some description and something else if I like to. It's depending on the template. But I'll just create another documentation for my other SQL job. I'll call that step 2. And in the same way, I create a unit for this. You can create multiple of those. So again, I'll take step 2 and I'll upload it in the same way. So you can see here it's a different job. So if I go back to my documentation here, I can see now I have the flowchart and can start describing what this job does. So if I want to create a description for it, I can do it in here. This was SQL flow 2, and you can give that some explaining. So if I close for the edit mode here, I can see now I have the description, I have the flow for this was SQL step 2. What I can do now is that I have 2 SQL flows, and I can actually see if they are dependent on each other. So I have this Lineage button here. So if I push the Lineage, I can generate a flowchart over the entire data journey. So if I press this button, you can see that we here have a high-level flow of what's actually happening. So here I have my table, which were input for step 1. Step 1 gave me something in this table called cost orders in the warehouse schema, and then it also uses some sales data. And here's step 2, and step 2 actually give this output. So if I click on this button here, you can also see the variables that are flowing through the jobs here. And if I want to look at this column, I come back to my data catalog. So right now, okay, I pushed the table. So right now I'm in the invoices here. So I can see, okay, this is actually what the table looks like. So here I can get the description and stuff like that. And if I go back here to the menu here, I can also take step 1 and I can do the same. I can see the data lineage, and it will look a little bit different because it's only here. Here you can only see what's actually what depends on this SQL step 1. So here it's only that table that will be input to to this SQL step 2. So in that way you can, if you have some changes in your tables or columns, you can see the impact it has on all the SQL job that you registrate in the Engrafo system.